up, good people? And welcome to another episode of This Is Dope. It's your man Ahmad here. Really just to tell you about things that I've experienced that are dope throughout the week. So, last week, I had the pleasure and the great fortune of being able to take a trip with my family and some friends down to Florida. This episode's really about the tech that got me through that trip. It was a pleasant trip, great trip, but I live in Atlanta. So we drove. For all you road warriors out there who drive long distances, this is not going to seem like a lot. But the drive down there was 6 or 7 hours, which is a lot for me, one way. So, that I needed some things to kind of help me get by. The first piece of tech we're going to go over is some software that I found called Miximum. Lifesaver. Miximum really helped me put a mix together that really lasted the whole way down there. I didn't have to switch playlists. I was able to create one big mix that stretched well beyond the 7 hours. It actually lasted me on the trip down there, and I was able to keep playing it, that same mix on the way back, and really not run into too many songs. It was a great piece of tech. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little explanation on it now. So this is the initial screen of Miximum. This is the screen you'll get when you open the app. As you see here, displayed is the mixes that you created and also all of your Apple Music playlists, whether you've created them or downloaded them from Apple Music. What you'll note here is that there are only Apple Music playlists because this thing only supports Apple Music currently. No Tidal, no Spotify, no Yahoo Music, no Yahoo Music, currently. Hopefully this is something that'll be corrected in later versions, but as of right now, only Apple Music. Another thing that you'll notice is there aren't any ads at the bottom. When you buy this app or you get this app from the App Store, it is free, but the free version comes with ads. You are able to donate, as they call it, and unlock the pro/paid version. I donated $1.99, and what that allowed me to do was eliminate the ads as well as sync my playlists to other devices that have Miximum installed on them. So what we're going to do here today is create a new mix. So first, you're going to tap the new mix button. Here you'll see you have options for different sources. You have all songs, or you have a variety of playlists that you can choose from. All songs will allow you to pretty much select every song in your library, and then it'll be filtered out based on the rules you select on the next page. We're going to go with the playlists. So I'm going to select a few playlists here. Just, let's see. All right. So now we're going to change the name. And we're just going to call this, Trip Testing Mix 1. All right. Gonna click done. We're going to hit next. That allows us to add rules. And the rules are going to filter out content. So, first rule, we're going to put downloaded music only. This is going to specify music only downloaded to my iPhone. So that way I don't run into any streaming issues or anything like that while I'm traveling someplace that may have poor connectivity. So really only stuff I've downloaded to my phone will be included in this mix. I am going to add is not explicit. This is supposed to filter out all of the songs with explicit lyrics out of my mix. Do year. I'm going to select greater than 1989. I'm going to do year again. select less than 2011. And what this is going to give me is essentially a mix that has songs between 1990 and 2010. So that's the last of the rules. I'm going to go ahead and click done. And there you have it. Now, what you will notice is this. There's a number of mixes in here. You see trip testing mix 1 twice. The reason being is that if you create a mix, and even if you delete the mix, if you've used that name before, it pops back up. It'll be the same mix you just created, but it'll have a duplicate name. It's a weird quirk, glitch, something within the software. Hopefully they fix it, because I can see how this potentially can get annoying. But that really is the only gripe that I seriously have with it. I'll also point out that just because you select it is not explicit doesn't mean you don't necessarily need to listen to the songs that are in your mix if you're trying to filter out explicit lyrics. Because while it will catch most, there are a few that will slip through the cracks depending on the size of your mix. I found that out on my road trip home. There were a couple songs that I needed to fast forward through because I had my kids in the car and it wasn't appropriate for children. But really, that is Miximum in a nutshell. Hopefully everyone's found this helpful. This is a great piece of software, really, really dope tech. Came in handy on my road trip. Glad I found it. Something I definitely will be using for not only road trips, but other things throughout my daily tech life. Well, as you guys can see, Miximum is a great piece of software. Really came through in the clutch as far as getting me down to Florida and on the drive back home, as well as creating a mix that I was able to use while I was there for various occasions. Well worth the $1.99 that I donated to get the pro version to allow me to be able to sync between devices. Definitely going to be using it in the future for not only road trips, but airplane trips, any kind of trips, as well as anything where I needed to kind of have an extended soundtrack or extended playlist going. The next piece of tech that I'm going to discuss is something most of you are familiar with, but still makes it no less dope. It's the DJI Osmo Pocket. Once again, the DJI Osmo Pocket. Great camera, great for capturing moments, whether it be video or photos, and still staying in that moment, right? As you know, sometimes we can get caught up in trying to make sure we have the perfect shot and the perfect this and the perfect that, and we're bumbling with our phones, and we miss the moment completely. Small, compact, easy to use. Not going to go over its features or its use. You guys are probably well familiar with that. Really just want to show you how it was used on my trip and some of the results. Another great piece of road trip tech is the DJI Osmo Pocket. I have really been in love with this thing since it first came out. I've had one since it first was released. I've used it for a number of things. Small, very mobile, great video, great pictures. I used it on my trip down to Florida. I came up with the brilliant idea, and I'm saying brilliant sarcastically, to just hold this thing in my hand and wade into the ocean. Now, I didn't wade too far, as I'm not a swimmer. However, 6 feet tall, I waded up, 6'2", and I waded up to, I don't know, somewhere around my chest height, just holding this thing above water. So I was taking video and pictures of the kids, the family, our friends we traveled with. It was a great time. Figured I was safe. It was above water. Some splashes got on it a little bit. Didn't really think it was that big a deal. I was wrong. This, what you see here, is actually a replacement unit. I had to go replace my Osmo Pocket because it died a slow death over the 24 hours after the beach visit. Luckily, the SD card didn't get damaged, and I was able to salvage all the footage and the photos. But get a water case for it, people, if you're going to take it to the ocean. DJI, for some inexplicable reason, is not selling their water case as of yet. However, I did find one on Amazon that I have placed on order so that I won't get caught slipping next time. But anyway, this thing took great video, great photos, really came in handy, and I want to show you guys some of the footage and the photos now.
Strong, and you can swim, and you can swim super good with your vest on. There you go. Come on. That's my big boy Puda. That's my big boy Puda. Good job, man. I got you.
Great footage, great photos, right? At least I thought so. The DJI Osmo Pocket is one of my favorite pieces of tech. It's been out for a while. I'm sure you guys have seen it, have seen a lot of footage on it, have seen a lot of samples of the work it produces. This is just a little snippet of the things I used it for on my trip. I will go ahead and give you guys a disclaimer again. Do not take this to the water, any kind of water, but especially salt water, and think you're going to hold it above the water and be okay. No, you're not. I had to wind up getting a replacement unit, which was a hassle, but the shots that it produced and the footage that it produced, or I was able to create using it, are marvelous. I have a water case for it that I found on order. Once it gets in, I'll give you guys a review on it and my thoughts. I was waiting on the DJI official waterproof case for the Osmo Pocket, but for some inexplicable reason, it's not for sale. I have not seen a sale link anywhere on their site, blogs, anywhere. I don't know of a release date. This last trip taught me that I can't sit around and wait on it because the Osmo Pocket produces such great footage. I'm going to want to take it with me to a number of different environments that it's the summer. It's probably going to involve water, right? So I'm going to go ahead and grab this case that I ordered off of Amazon. If it's dope, I'll definitely let you guys know about it. If it's not, you won't hear another word about it. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'm going to kind of keep it short and sweet today. If you did, definitely please hit a like down below. Subscribe if you like the channel. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload more videos. That's really all I have for you today. Hopefully everyone has a great day, a dope week, and I am out.